back in the day, we would do something called Tabata. That's 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. And you are about dead on the floor when you're done. That in your 30s, you can handle that. In your 40s, 50s, 60s, no, we need more recovery. Gaining belly fat in perimenopause and menopause, even while eating trim healthy and doing all the right things. Feeling exhausted, inflamed, and so done with the scale? Hey, I'm Kris Honeycutt, Jesus follower, trim healthy coach, and your midlife hype girl. I believe God didn't design you to live stuck, bloated, or burned out. This podcast helps you partner with your hormones, ditch the belly fat, and finally feel strong, calm, and confident in a body you actually enjoy living in. Hello, friends. Before we dive in today, I just want to say I see you. I remember what it felt like to do all the things, cutting carbs, skipping snacks, pushing harder at the gym, only to see zero progress and feel totally defeated. That's why I created the Midlife Fat Loss Formula, a 6-month group coaching experience that's all about working with your midlife hormones instead of against them. If you've been feeling stuck, this might be the exact shift you need. You can check it out at bit.ly/join fat loss formula. Again, it's bit.ly/join fat loss formula. I'd love to walk alongside you in this season. Grab your sipper and let's go. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Menopause Makeover. I am your host, Coach Kris. Some people call me honey. I would say my grandkids call me honey, and I love being a honey. And I like to bring you honey nuggets, which is wisdom from many, many different sources. And today I'm actually bringing some information from Dr. Stacy Sims. I am actually certified through her, and she has got some great science that I want to share with you guys today. So if you've been grinding away at long, steady state cardio sessions and still not seeing the results that you want, this episode is for you. And I'm going to share why high intensity interval training, which is called HIIT, and sprint interval training, which is called SIT, are powerful tools, not just for your body, but for your brain. So let's bust the cardio myth. Women are naturally endurance strong. We have more mitochondria, more fat oxidation, and we have an estrogen advantage. Zone 2 cardio. This is long cardio sessions, 45 minutes over, that where your heart rate is not at a higher level, but it's at a medium level where you can actually carry on a conversation. But this exercise is like, you could just do this for 4 hours. This type of exercise, while there are benefits to that for our heart, there are not benefits for our hormones and our body to adapt. This type of exercise is called Zone 2, and it's not the best for midlife. Like I said, it's good for your heart. You are going to burn some calories, but it's not the best exercise for us if we're looking for weight loss and also other advantages that exercise gives us. So we're wired for this type exercise already. That's the interesting thing. So to keep progressing and to hit those goals that you're wanting to hit, we need intensity. This was so hard for me to understand because back in the day, and I was an aerobics instructor, we did this steady state cardio. I could do an aerobics class for hours. Now, occasionally when we brought in step aerobics, that was a little bit higher intensity. But now it's not more calorie burning. We actually need more intensity. So why intensity matters? It's because HIIT training and SIT training are called polarized type training exercises, which cause the body to work very hard at a short period of time, which causes more adaptation, which is what we want, more fat burning. Our body has to really be flexible here to adapt to this level of intensity. So when we're talking about HIIT, we're talking about 45 seconds to a few minutes of near max effort. That's going to be 85 to 90% of your max. So we could even start at 30 seconds with this HIIT. We are doing intervals, which means that you are recovering in between the work sessions. This is important. Recovery is key. It is so key because if you don't have adequate recovery, you are going to be working too hard and you are going to raise cortisol levels and you are going to work against your muscle mass. So back in the day, we would do something called Tabata. That's 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. And you are about dead on the floor when you're done. That in your 30s, you can handle that. In your 40s, 50s, 60s, no, we need more recovery. So what that HIIT is going to look like is you can really give yourself however much recovery you need. Now, for time's sake, the way that I do it is I do a 45-second work and then I do a 45-second rest. If I am short on time, I will do a 30-second work and a 30-second rest. I rarely do a 15-second rest for my HIIT. It's just not enough for me to get my heart rate back down. So we're also not working as hard as you can. We're working near our max effort. When we're talking about sprint interval training, we are talking about all out. We are talking about 20 to 30 seconds, that's all, of all out sprinting. Or maybe you're on the elliptical, or maybe you're in the pool. Maybe you are on a bike, but you're sprinting all out where you get breathless. You can't hold a convo. And the recovery period needs to be about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 2 at the least. But when I'm doing this, I don't love running like I used to. I actually used to be a sprinter in high school and I love that. But today in my body, it does not feel good for many reasons. And so for me, when I do sprint interval training, I actually do jump rope or I do hill work. I will walk really fast up a hill or run up a hill and walk down. I give myself at least 2 minutes recovery. 4 sessions is what you want to start. Well, maybe you need to start with 2 sessions, but you want to work up to 4 sessions. That's all you need.
I want to talk to the woman who's wondering if it's just too late. If you've been thinking, well, I guess this is just how it's going to be from now on. Maybe I'll never feel strong or lean again. I want to speak directly to you. It is not too late, my friend. Your body is not broken. You just need a plan that works with your hormones, your metabolism, and your real life. That's why I built the Midlife Fat Loss Formula. It is my 6-month group coaching program where we walk step by step through the exact things your body needs to shift back in to fat burning mode. You'll learn how to eat in a way that fuels you, how to move in a way that actually works, and how to create sustainable habits that last beyond the 6 months. It's not about perfection. It's about progress that sticks. Women like Michelle and Anita are seeing major shifts, not just on the scale, but in their labs, in their confidence, and even their strength. So if you've been needing that nudge to take the next step, this is it. Come on over to bit.ly/join fat loss formula. That's bit.ly/join fat loss formula. I would love to support you inside.
HIIT training, you can go up to 8 interval sessions. When I say intervals, I mean intervals. But you want to start, maybe you're going to start with 2. And then next week, you're going to start with 3. And you're going to progress. The key is you get breathless and you recover back to almost your normal resting heart rate, which would be 80, 90, something like that. This boosts our VO2 max. This is longevity for us. The higher or more healthy your VO2 max is, the healthier your heart is, the longer you're going to live, the healthier that your heart is. So this type of exercise helps your heart health. It helps you get a stronger heart by increasing stroke volume. It helps you become better, more sensitive to insulin and blood sugar control. That steady state does not necessarily help with insulin sensitivity. Now, the first 10 minutes, maybe after a meal, yes, but this is going to help regulate that blood sugar control. And it also increases or turns on fast twitch muscle fibers. That helps protect bone and muscle and helps you from falling and being able to catch yourself. Those fast twitch muscles, we need those. And it also benefits your hormones. This type exercise supports your metabolism. It's the best exercise aside from weight training that you can do in your menopausal years. So walking Walking is what I do every single day. And sometimes it's zone 2 and sometimes it's zone 1. I'm sauntering, and sometimes it's zone 3 where I may get a little bit brisk. I just do that no matter what. Three walks a day, maybe anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, 3 walks a day. When I'm doing cardio, that's my pickleball and that's my HIIT or SIT training. So the frequency for this HIIT and SIT training is going to be about 2 sessions per week. That's really all you need. You don't need too much of this. It actually can stress you. And the 2 sessions a week can follow a weight workout if you want to do it that way. Or you can do those HIIT or SIT sessions on the day off that you're not doing your weight training. I prefer doing it on the off days. Occasionally, I will finish my workout with a 5-minute jump rope HIIT. But honestly, after my weight training, my muscles are pretty toast. And that HIIT training is a little bit harder than it normally is when I do that on an off training day. So let's talk about why this is important for your brain. The HIIT improves executive function, decision-making, planning, and focus. Who does not need that in midlife, in menopause? Please sign me up. Yes, it boosts your mood, lowers tension, depression, and anxiety. It enhances working memory and attention. Long term, it protects our hippocampus and it strengthens our brain networks. And here is the big driver. It is increase your brain's fertilizer for learning, mood, and memory. It's called BDNF. This is like your brain's fertilizer for learning, mood, and memory. So this is not only good for our muscles, for our weight loss, for turning on fat burning, for our bones, but it is good for our brain. So you don't need to abandon the cardio, especially if you like it, but if you want to build muscle, protect your metabolism, sharpen your brain, and feel strong in midlife, you want to add intensity. HIIT and SIT training are short, efficient, and deliver long-term payoffs for both the body and the brain. Did you know that I have a free community of women in midlife just like you? Busy women who are working hard to lose weight with the Trim Healthy plan but feel hijacked by hormones and unexplained weight gain. I share menopause tips, superfood spotlights, delicious recipes, and so much more. Come join us at facebook.com/groups/get your trim on.